All right. Welcome back on this Saturday night, February the 8th of 2025. I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend and hopefully you're staying out of trouble. All right, let's get to it. We've got multiple storms that we're tracking for you here this evening. One impacting portions of the eastern Great Lakes, upstate New York right now. Discussing this storm and its snowfall potential, but looking ahead this week, it's going to be a very, very active pattern. Not one, but at least two significant storms that could bring winter storm conditions to portions of the region. It will bring the first one, will bring again the snow to the eastern Great Lakes. Second one, heading into the area Monday, Tuesday, will bring accumulating snowfall for portions of the Ohio River Valley, the Appalachians, the Mid-Atlantic, and then storm number 3, likely the more powerful of the 3 storms, will be impacting portions of the plains, the Midwest, and the central Great Lakes here as we head towards midweek with some big-time snow totals expected with that. So winter definitely making a comeback across the region. Let's get you started. Taking a quick look at the satellite perspective showing across the central U.S. We're actually fairly quiet. The departing storms still impacting parts of the Great Lakes right now. And that low pressure system, you see it prominently located across the portions of southern and eastern Ohio, actually have some thunderstorms associated with that, making its way into portions of Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, and into portions of the Appalachians. Nothing terribly severe here, but again, a sign of the times, showing that, we're seeing more and more thunderstorm activity, which we have seen our share of that. Pretty good snowfall for portions of the eastern, northern portions of Pennsylvania. Much of the state of New York seeing light to moderate snow falling right now. Temperature, generally speaking, in the 20s there. That snow does go a distance back across portions of Ontario, Quebec, and into portions of Michigan. All right, storm system number 1 is going to be getting out of here. We'll get a nice little break behind it, but already seeing that next low pressure developing across the Rockies. That's the one that's going to be impacting the Ohio River Valley here as we head into the start of the week. All right, everybody, let's get you into this. Talk about the exit of storm system number 1. Could bring locally 6 to 12 inches, those higher elevations across the Adirondacks, maybe the Catskills, into the green and white mountains of portions of interior New England. Now, what we're watching for you this week is the strengthening of the unified jet stream across the eastern U.S. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring in the cold from the north, it's going to bring in the warmth and moisture from the south, a lot of jet stream energy, so you're going to have low pressures developing, and we'll be able to tap into these 2 air masses, and as a result, multiple storms. First one, that's where you're going to see snow zone number 1, where I think we could be looking at a widespread 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inches of snowfall, maybe locally heavier amounts for portions of Kentucky, perhaps far southern Indiana, Ohio, as well as the Virginias. Storm 2 will be the heavier of the 2, arriving here midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. Places like St. Louis, Chicago, South Bend, Detroit. Looking at some pretty good snows with that. All of this being set up by these upper level winds. Jet streams kind of relaxed across the eastern U.S. last week to 2 weeks, allowing the warmth to occur, the snow melt that we finally got to experience. But now we're seeing those jet stream winds reinvigorating. We'll pick things up here. This is tomorrow for your Sunday. Big jet streak exiting the northeast. That's with the storm number 1. But we're also watching some jet stream wind energy arriving out of the desert southwest. That's going to invigorate that jet stream, strengthening it and helping to pull up more moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. And that's going to result in the first storm. Second storm, as we see more jet stream wind energy coming out of the desert southwest, a stronger jet streak appears where you can see those stronger winds right here moving over the Ohio River Valley. That's going to spark a stronger low pressure, and boom, the potential there for some heavy snowfall. Let's get into some of the model data for you. We'll start you with the GFS, as it's been a little bit more bullish with the snowfall. The second storm, as mentioned, arriving here. This is going to be late Monday with snow developing across that Interstate 70 corridor, perhaps between St. Louis and Kansas City. Makes its way to the south. Much of the state of Kentucky, you can see picking up some moderate snowfall by Tuesday morning, going into portions of the Virginias And notice how that snow kind of lingers to the west. We are seeing an elongation of this system thanks to jet stream wind energy that it's going to provide some enhanced lifts. So you could have an extended period of some moderate snowfall. Again, portions of Kentucky, maybe southern Indiana. I don't mind the placement here for the GFS, but it may be a little bit far south. And we'll show you the Europeans offering here in just a moment. All right, with that being said, we got storm system number 2, area low pressure traveling right on into the central Ohio Valley. There's that low. That's going to pull up enough warmth, so it's going to change over to everything to rain for the lower central Ohio Valley. Heavier thunderstorms for portions of northern Dixie, again, possible with that snow zone up here for Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee, towards St. Louis, maybe north of Kansas City as well. Some pretty good snowfall as that thing blasts to the east. So how much snow are we talking about with these systems? Let's break it down one by one. We'll start you with the GFS here, showing that first area of snow. It may be a little bit bullish. I don't know if we see these higher numbers down here where it is showing like 6 to 8, 6 to 10 inches of snow across portions of southeastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia, and into central Virginia. So I'm not sure if that's going to materialize, but I do think that we could have some locally 2 to 4, maybe a band of about 4 to 6. Now we're going to watch this because I think it's going to come a little bit further north as shown by the European. I'll show you that here in just a second. This is the European forecast model. Again, just a little bit further north than what the GFS was showing with that first system. Pretty good agreement with the second system though, blasting that snow all across portions northern Indiana, northern Illinois, maybe not quite far as far north as the GFS, but same general placement. This is going to bring a lot of snow. It is going to bring a little bit of ice, maybe out towards Indianapolis, towards Dayton, Toledo, maybe Cleveland, Ohio as well before it finally exits here. This is going to be Wednesday, and then Thursday it will make that exit. Snowfall amounts according to the European forecast model showing that first snow a little bit further north. Again, not quite as heavy as what the GFS is showing, but I do like a general 1 to 3, 2 to 4 inches of snow, perhaps locally heavier, especially out there in the elevations of the Virginias. With that being said, the second storm system comes along and bam, look at that, 6 to 12, pretty much widespread. And that's going to be a humdinger right there for portions like Chicago, areas like Kansas City. You make your way to South Bend, Detroit, Lansing, pretty good snowstorm. All right, with that being said, that is going to be 3 storms here in about 5-6 days. So it's going to be a busy, busy time of it. We'll watch it for you. But again, just be prepared. Winter definitely making a comeback as that old groundhog predicted, I guess, technically about a week ago. I'm going to begrudgingly agree with the little guy because I don't really see this wintry pattern breaking for the duration of February, and we'll probably go well into March before we see some signs of changes beginning to occur. In the meantime, we'll continue to stay ahead of the storm just best we can. If you got something out of the video, please like it, please share it, maybe hit the notification bell. You'll know next time I'm on. In the meantime, you guys stay warm, stay blessed, and we'll talk to you soon.